Katrin here with European Paper Crafts in the US. Welcome to my channel or welcome back. I am so glad you're here. Today I have a lot of beautiful cards made with Hunkydory products for you. So let's get started. So today I would like to share some beautiful Hunkydory products with you. Now Hunkydory is a leading card making company from the UK, and they have this beautiful cardstock, awesome designs, and just really high quality card making supplies. And I have several different things here for you today, and then I'll show you also the cards. So first of all, there are these card packs, and they are called the Adorable Scorable. And with this, you're gonna get 3 sheets. So each of these packs comes in 3 sheets. So let me just open one so you can see what I'm talking about. There is always one sheet with die cut toppers. So let's just take this one out here, if it only would come out. Okay, there we go. So there is a sheet of beautiful die cut toppers, and they're foiled. They have foiling, sometimes silver, mostly gold foiling. Gorgeous designs, and all you have to do is punch these out. There are also great frames there and sentiments, so just wonderful. And then we have matching cardstock. So there is a printed piece of cardstock, and look how gorgeous that is. And then there is also a foiled piece of cardstock, and you can see the foiling right here. So this is a really heavy and high quality cardstock that you can make your card blanks right with this cardstock. Or of course, if you want to stretch it a little bit, you can cut into it and lay it on your card blanks. But these are the 3 sheets that come in each of these packs. So yeah, we have these gorgeous roses here. There is the next pack. Same thing, just different designs, different colors, beautiful sayings. Just so beautiful to make really impactful cards. So you can see it here. So these are available in my shop. And then, but I also have pack that has actually 24 sheets in here, and this is called the Rainbow Flowers. So if you would like to make a lot of cards, then instead of buying just 1 or 2 packs of those, you have a 24 pack here. So there are 8 sheets that are die cut, and then 8 sheets that are foiled, and 8 printed sheets. And let me show you a few so you know what's coming, and then I'll share my cards with you. Okay, so let's just look at a few on how they look. They are so gorgeous. Look at these designs, the colors, just perfect for summer card making. I really like these. And you can see that with each you can make at least 2 or 3 cards, right? You have 1, 2, 3 bigger toppers, and then all the smaller ones. There are borders, and then this gorgeous cardstock. So you get the idea. There is a lot of material in those. But again, if this is too much for you, not everybody makes that many cards. I love the hollyhock here. Then they come in individual packs as well, and there is really no difference. Each of these packs are so gorgeous. And in a minute I also have other packs, not just flowers, so we're going to look at that. But let's check my cards I made with these materials. So let's move on to the individual card topper packs. This one here is so beautiful. It has this gorgeous rose here that has all the gold foiling, and it is called Love Blossoms. And I made 3 cards, and with one pack, 3 cards. I used all 3 toppers. There are borders here, there are sentiments. So let's see what I have done. I made actually 3 slimline cards. So because we had this gorgeous topper here, I thought this might be perfect for a slimline card. So first, I used part of the cardstock that comes in the pack and just folded it in half to make a slimline card. And all I have done here is added this gorgeous topper with a little bit of foam pads, one sentiment, one butterfly, and that's it. This is my first card, and doesn't it look gorgeous? The second one, again, a slimline card. Here I used the circle, circle topper, and I made myself this slimline card. I just used the Michaels cardstock. This is this pretty shimmery pink, and I just cut in to one of the papers, and look at the gorgeous printed paper. I added the two elements here from the sheet, this one and this one. I have one sentiment also from the sheet, and that makes my card. So another slimline card. And then the third one from the very same pack, again, what I have done here, I made myself a black card blank from the shimmery cardstock. Always add a writing panel in there. But here I used what was left on the cardstock. This is the other side. So this was one sheet. I don't know if you remember, it looked like this. They had one up here, one up here. So this, well, let me show you so you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so when you go in here, you had this sheet in here, right? So I cut off a panel here, and I cut off a panel here, and I still had this middle panel left. So here is the other one. So here's one, and here's the other one. And I used the frame, and the frame, of course, comes from, let me see where it is now. This is the frame, right? So this is, I didn't use it for my first card. So the frame I used to frame this gorgeous flower. Then here is my last topper, and this is this beautiful rose. And then again, one of the sentiments from the sheet, and a butterfly, and that's my third card. So let's look at this again. I made 1, 2, 3 cards from one of these packs, and don't they look wonderful? So let me start with the Rainbow of Flowers Luxury Topper collection. This pack has an inspiration sheet in here, and it has beautiful sample cards that you can either use for inspiration or copy if you don't know where to start. This is what I have done. I have actually copied this card up here. Now, what I have done is I did not use the sheet for my card blank, which you totally can do, but I like the cardstock so much that I actually created my own card blank, and then I cut into the paper. So for this card I used 8.5 by 11 piece of black cardstock. This is the shimmery cardstock that you can get at Michael's. I cut into these beautiful papers here, or cardstock, the printed cardstock that came with the pack. I added a piece of acetate, and this is so gorgeous. Look at this. This has actually gold foiling on the acetate. This is also by Hunkydory. The acetate sheets I have in my shop, there are 4 in this particular pack. It has this gorgeous meadow here. It has some birds. There is one that has this tile design here, and then what you also see, this overall splatter. So there are 4 acetate sheets in here. I have used just a half a sheet for my fun fold card. So basically all you do is you create a card where you just use the 8.5 and by 11, fold it in half, and then you fold it back again, And now you have this fun fold card. And look at these gorgeous toppers. The gold foiling is exquisite. And then I love the Lily of the Valley. It's so pretty. So I used everything. I used the frames. I used the topper. I have the fluttering wishes here. So the sentiment, the smaller topper. And then when you open it up, there is actually one more topper here. So wonderful card. Now this is of course a big card because it comes, this is a half US letter, so 8.5 by 11. So this card is 5.5 by 8.5. So it's a big card, but also big card, big impact. And because I liked it so much, I made a second one almost similar. Now what I did here is, you can see I did use the printed cardstock that came in the pack as my card blanks. So what I have done here is I did the same thing. I basically folded it over, but what I have done is the beautiful printed design which sits right here, I used it for the inside. So my card, if you would just have the card outside, is blank, but that's not how it looks because the card looks like this. So I don't know if that makes sense. So I used the printed side for the inside, and then I folded it over. Now here, what I have done is I took this frame that came from this topper and laid it on to the printed piece on the cardstock. So these flowers here are printed on the cardstock, and I just framed it with one of my circle frames. And then I added all the different toppers. They come in different sizes, as you can see. To finish this card, I have this sentiment here, and then all I did is I added this one butterfly from Little Birdies. By the way, they are coming back in. They should be here within the next 10 days, so they're going to be back in stock. They're currently sold out, but they're incoming. So here is the other card. So now I have two gorgeous cards, big cards. Now you may think, okay, these are big cards. Where do I find envelopes? So I have you covered. I do have these envelopes that these bigger cards fit into. So they are half US letter size, these cards, and they fit in these envelopes. I have them as 10 packs available. They're sometimes hard to come by unless you want to buy like 100 or 250 pieces in a big box. So I sell these for 10 as 10 packs, and you can see the cards just fit. Let me see, we'll make it a little, just fit perfectly into those envelopes. So no worries. And of course the recipient has a wonderful big card that celebrates any occasion. Next, I use the what is called Enjoy the Simple Things, and this has this green and white color theme here. So beautiful. Again, you have 3 bigger card toppers and then all the smaller ones plus a border. So here's my first card, and again I did the same thing because I think these cards look so wonderful. They're fun fold, and they just, I love them with these big topper elements. So here again I made myself my card blank from just white cardstock. Same thing, you fold it over, you fold it back. I layered it, or I matted it with green metallic cardstock, also from Michaels, and then I cut into those wonderful sheets. Actually, this is the sheet that came from this pack, so you can mix and match, you wouldn't know. So this actually is this sheet right here, but I used it for this card. So I had it on my craft desk, so I didn't go exactly by what comes in the pack. But I show you, I also made a card with the sheet that comes in the pack. So anyway, let's look at the different sheets that come in here. There are two. So here is the foiled cardstock, and you can see the beautiful foiling and this very soft design. And then there is the printed cardstock, and here it is. Look how gorgeous that looks. And then of course there is the die cut sheet with all the different die cuts, and I really like the variety of die cuts that you get. So here I left, so as you can see, I used this die cut, but I left it first of all intact, and I turned it around. So this is actually how it came on the sheet, but you can see vertically it looks just as well. And then the small one here, Enjoy the Simple Things, comes also from this sheet. And then when you open it up, you just see the beautiful cardstock. I added one of these cute little butterflies here. I know many of you have them because I had them in stock this spring. They also will be back, but not till a little bit later in summer. I have them on back order. So, you know, but use what you have. You can punch out a butterfly, or if you have dies, you can dye a butterfly or use a sticker. So here's a little punch butterfly, by the way. And that's the card. And then I was thinking the green and the white could also probably make a sympathy card. So that's what I have done here. My second card that I made with this card pack is indeed a sympathy card, or could be a sympathy card. I used the black card blank. Of course, I added a white panel in there to write. Here is where I use this gorgeous border that comes from the bottom of this sheet. And then I had a little bit of cardstock left from this gorgeous piece. As you can see, I only used half here. So I added it to my black card blank, and then this beautiful flower in the frame. Little bit on foam pads, you can see it's a little dimensional. And then I have the thinking of you, and this could be, of course, in this color, be a sympathy card, and probably good to have one laying around when you need it. And then I had this little piece left, and I have done with something with that too. So with this topper, I made a miniature card. So let me just show you. This is a miniature card compared to this big one, as you can see. But I layered the topper with some leftover that I had on my desk from the same pack. There is this green foiled cardstock. There is a piece of the cardstock that came in a pack. All I did is I edited. I didn't care much for the sentiment here. The best memories are the ones we make together. I thought for a card, I wouldn't really know who to give that sentiment on a card to. So what I have done is I covered it up. So if you don't like a sentiment, you can always cover it up. I just used a little paper doily, and then I had the good luck from one of the other packs. Oh no, is it from here? No, I think it came from one of the other packs. So I had the good luck. I have this extra rose that came from here. So you don't know that there actually was a sentiment beneath there, but you still have this beautiful flower, and you have this gorgeous oval topper that I stacked a little bit with foam pads. And that's just a small little card, and I used up basically all the embellishments from this sheet. So we have 1, 2, and 3 cards. So now let's move on to other summer topper packs. I have 3, and I made cards with every single one of them. So there is the love only grows, and it has a beautiful foiled covered sentiments and toppers with gardening images. Then we have the Cheddy Chick. Love this telephone. I made a cute card with this, I think, because it's so easy when you have beautiful toppers. And then the last one is the floating and the fluttering with those gorgeous kites. So let's start with the floating and the fluttering. So with one of these toppers here, I made a square card. Simple, just cut myself a card blank, then layered it with a metallic cardstock. Then I cut into the cardstock that comes in the pack. There are two pieces in there. One has these gorgeous kites on there, and then I just layered this beautiful topper with one of the sentiments and just added a little butterfly here. I think such a beautiful card. This cardstock is shimmery, is really luxury, and it's so much fun to work with beautiful quality papers. And then when you open it up, I just made a little pop up here, very simple, by having just these little pop-ups in here. I have a video on how to make these, and if I find it, I'm gonna link it below. But if you're a card maker, you probably know how to make these. You really just have, well, let me see if I can find it, just a minute. Okay, so really quick. So depending on the size of your card, all you need to do is cut yourself a strip of paper, and then you score it 3 times. 1, 2, 3, so that you have this little, when you fold it in, you fold it in again, and you fold it in again, and then you have this mechanism here. And basically all you do now is you glue it just like that. So you glue this part here, and this part you glue on this side, and then it kind of folds flat. And when you open it up, it opens up. When you lay it down, it folds flat. So again, one strip of paper, you score it 3 times, you fold it in, you fold it in again, you fold it in again. Then you have this mechanism, and the 2 loose sides you glue. You glue this loose side on the card, and you glue this loose side on the cover, and then when you close it, it folds over. So this is how this works, and it's so fun because I added one of the toppers there to just kind of draw it together from the outside to the inside. And then what also makes your card pretty stable is when you add different layers. So I have 2 layers here. So I use this card blank. This is from one of the, so this is not real, well, it is cardstock, but it's kind of thin cardstock. It comes from the 12 by 12 recollection packs from Michaels. Lately, they also have solid cardstock in there. So, but it's really not that heavy cardstock. But, you know, I added 2 layers. I added the layer of the foiled cardstock and then my adorable scoreable, and for the inside I also added a layer of the foiled and then one more layer of that very same cardstock. So now it's a heavy card, and it looks, in my mind, very luxury because it has a little bit of weight to it. But of course the toppers, the artwork, makes this card so pretty. Now with the other one in here, and this is this beautiful bicycle with all the balloons that sits right here, I made the same fun fold card as I have done before. Here I did the very same thing. I used the cardstock that came in the pack. I folded it in half, and then I folded it over again. And now I have that same fun fold card. And here, by the way, is this overall speckled acetate, also gold foiled. And you can see it in action here, how beautiful it looks like. Now, when you have acetate, it's always a little hard to find a place where you can glue it, where you can see it. So here you can see I can actually put my finger underneath here. Same here. But I have it glued right underneath here so that the glue sits here. Of course, you wouldn't glue it here because then it would be glued shut. So that's where you, so you just have to look, you know, where do I put my embellishment? I knew I'm going to put my embellishment right here. So I knew I could glue the acetate right in this area. So I used glue strips here, these double adhesive tapes. And that's how I glued it. And it's okay if it is if it is loose here. It just doesn't go anywhere, right? So there we go. 1-2 cards right here, and I made with one of the toppers that was left, this cute little bicycle here. I made a tag that you know, I can use anytime I need a little gift tag. Also, these little hearts, it's a punch because the paper, this paper it's coming on, it has this shimmer on here. So all that extra leftover, I didn't want to throw it out. So I used my punch and punched out a million little hearts, and a few I used here on this card. And then I also used one of these acetate stickers that I still have in my shop. They are so pretty. And then this is a die that I have, and it was just a little leftover piece to give it a little bit more interest. So I have that here, and I made a second one because I still had that frame left from the bicycle. So this is the bicycle, but that's the frame it came in. So I used just the frame, made another yeah, I made another tag, and the paper is from the pack. So this was just a leftover strip. So I made another tag, used this gorgeous frame, had a little bit left of that die that I had cut out, and then just added one more of these acetate flowers. Those are stickers. I stamped these things, and I have this butterfly. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4 projects from this pretty topper pack. Now on to the Cheddy Chick. This I really love. It says, just called to say happy birthday. That is one of the toppers, but it also has, let me show you, it also has in here this wonderful so this is the topper sheet, but it also has this gorgeous printed cardstock. So I cut into this because that was so pretty. First I thought, okay, yeah, I can make one big card by just folding it in half, but I did want the telephone to be this old retro telephone to be the centerpiece. So I just fuzzy cut a little bit around it. And by the way, this is the second piece with some foiling on there. And then of course here is my die cut sheet. So what I have done here, same fun fold. This time I have a gatefold card, and here is my phone that I cut into. So this is like a gatefold card. Here it is, and it kind of folds like this. So there is my topper from down here. This is the phone from the cardstock. There is the paper that comes on that cardstock. So let me show you. So I have here the phone, but this is the side where I have this pretty border. I used black cardstock to make mats. So this is a card that I folded from white cardstock, but then I matted it with black cardstock. And then here in the middle, what I have done, so because you cannot write on black, or it's hard to write on it, what I have done, I used one of the frames, this frame right here, and I just laid it on some white cardstock, just cut around it, and now I have this gorgeous writing area. I even used this little tag that comes here on this sheet, and another butterfly. And here is my cute card. And wouldn't that be a perfect card for a teenage girl? I just love this retro pink look here of the phone. I would have loved to have that phone when I was a teenager. And a little bit bling finishes it off. And of course I also used one of the borders because it says Cheddy Chick on here in different fonts. Let's see if you can see that. So there it is, and I used that on one side here as well. So here's one card, and then the second one, really simple. I made one more card of those fun fold here, and I used again the other frame for my same thing for my writing panel. And I layered it so when you have the card, it just sits in there just like it would sit in the frame. But then when you open it up, it kind of displays your writing area. So when you have the card closed, because this is how you would close it, you don't necessarily see the writing in there until you actually open it. And this was a white card blank, and I used the other cardstock that comes in the pack to cut into it for both panels. And for my last cards, I used the Love Only Grows topper pack. Also beautiful garden designs. My first card is a stepper card. What I have done here is I used the cardstock that comes in this beautiful pack. So there is this beautiful foiled cardstock, but there's an all over cardstock in there that just looks like this with these cute little roses. Now, normally when you make a card, you know, this is how you make your card. So you have your front and you have your back, but the pretty cardstock shows in the back where nobody looks. So what I have done here is I used the cardstock for the inside, the outside stayed white, and then I just used one more panel here to add to my stepper. So what you do is you fold it in half, then you fold this again in half, just like we just done with the cards that fold back. So basically the same thing. You fold and you fold a half, but only now I did it as a stepper card. And then as this stopper, I have the sentiment, and it says here, with all my love. I put a little butterfly that I punched out, and this cute little hummingbird here comes from the Easy 3D Topper pack. This is actually the packaging that I cut out. So don't let the packaging go to waste. I'll show you what I mean. So this is how the Easy 3D Toppers come in with the packaging like this, but all the elements are on here. So I fuzzy cut these, and that's what I have done here. I just fuzzy cut out one of these beautiful hummingbirds. And then of course here's this gorgeous element. This one has silver foiling on there, and it sits like that, but of course it does fold flat. And then if you want to also write another message, then on the back I added some white panel where a message can go. So that's my first card. And then I made this gatefold card, but this is like an off-center gatefold card. So let me show you what I mean. This one here is also an 8.5 by 11 black cardstock, but instead of folding it so that both panels meet in the center, I just folded it so it is off center. And what I have done here is I added the lovely birthday. It sits right there, and then the way it sits, I added this little butterfly here, and it kind of holds it in place so then it doesn't come apart. And also on the back I have added a white panel for writing. And then of course when you open up the card, There is the beautiful topper and another sentiment, just layered with a little bit of foam pads. So there is this surprise card. And then last but not least, I had this cute little, it sits right down here, this cute little topper left over. And I made another small card with just the scraps that I had laying on my desk. A little bit of paper. This flower comes from the die cut packs from 49 and Market. Yeah, so handy to have these around just when you need the extra embellishment. But that's just a small little card. And again, with this pack, I have made 3 cards. Now, I believe Hunkydory products make for beautiful quality cards. I had a lot of fun making these, but I also make more cards that I can use or give away. So if you're interested, I sell my cards in value packs on my website, so please feel free to head over and check it out. There are also going to be still shots of each of my cards coming up right afterwards. So thank you very much for spending time with me today. I appreciate you were here. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment. I love to hear from you. Also share this video with your crafty friends and family. That would support my channel, and I would really appreciate it. So thank you again for your time. Please stay or get well. Happy crafting, and I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.